Using a paper planner can be life-changing, really, and it can save you from always feeling overwhelmed. Not to mention, it can help you live a more intentional life. The problem is most people aren't using their planner consistently, so they're really missing out on all the yummy benefits of strategic planning, feeling more focused, and getting more stuff done. If you're new here, I'm Dr. Tiffany Shelton-Mariol, neuropsychologist, published author, and founder of the Mod Ambition Planner. I post every week on this channel about how to plan, manifest, and enjoy your dream life. So be sure to subscribe to the channel, and if you're listening on the podcast, be sure to follow so you don't miss out on any of the episodes. If you're tired of buying planners only to have them sit on the shelf, this episode is going to help you go from dreaming about being a planner girly to actually consistently using your planner. So when I first became a mother, my planning sessions were replaced with breastfeeding sessions, but I use the tips that I'm going to share with you today to get back on track, and now I'm very, very happy to say that I'm back to consistently planning, and my life is so much better for it. I mentioned I'm the founder of Mod Ambition Planner. It was just a project on Kickstarter. I think it ended by the time that you're seeing this video, but if you want to check it out, I will leave the link in the description below. I'm going to be kind of talking about it today, but you can use the techniques that I'm using with any planner that you may have. So this is an important topic for me to share with you because I know that there are so many people that have the best intentions with their planners, and I know that planning can certainly help so many busy women, right? But for a number of reasons, it can be hard to stay on track, whether it's because life is hectic or because it can be hard to build new habits. It all comes down to not benefiting from a consistent planning routine that can truly help your life. So let's jump into how to actually use your planner consistently. So the first thing I have for you is to make it easy and fun. If you want a habit to stick, one of the fundamental principles is making it easy. So how can you make it effortless and also a fun and pleasurable activity? So one of the things you can do is keep planning simple at first with the color coding and the stickers. Keep it very simple. Use a very simple strategy when it comes to how you want to use different planning accessories, because sometimes you can get overwhelmed and it could take so much time doing the decorating and the sticker things and then just getting the things done. So like in the Mod Ambition Planner, you'll see that there's 2 sticky notes here and then 2 pens of different colors, and that's pretty much the extent of it because I like to keep it simple so that the focus is on the planning and keeping everything minimal and also aesthetically pleasing. That's the fun part, and instead of getting lost in all the eccentrics, right? You can also make it pretty at the same time. So simple doesn't mean it has to be basic and ugly, which is like a huge motivator in how I designed this planner, is because I wanted it to be beautiful. That was really important to me. That's why I had so many renditions of it. I don't know if this planner is going to be available because at the time that I'm making this video, the Kickstarter is still going on. Even if that goal is not met, I am going to be finding ways to reiterate and bring you guys a planner that fits any lessons that I've learned of why perhaps it didn't get made. So if it didn't, if we don't meet our goal, don't worry, it's not over. Like I teach my clients, manifesting is a process, and I'm taking that challenge if that comes to be. I'll reiterate and be offering it again. And I'll also, in the meantime, be showing you how to incorporate all these things into whatever planner that you're using. But one of the things I do want to highlight is make sure that it's aesthetically pleasing, whether it's this planner, hopefully it is, or another planner. Another thing you can do to make planning pleasurable is create a vibe when you're planning. So my weekly planning routine, I plan on Fridays, I set music, I light a candle, I make sure I'm relaxed. It's before the kids come home. I'm in a good state of mind. Create a vibe so that that routine is enjoyable and something you're looking forward to. And like I said, I plan on Fridays on my weekly planning. So you could create some sort of routine or habit out of it, always doing it at the same time. is going to help make it easy as well. Another thing for like daily planning and making sure you're using it consistently throughout the week is keep it visible throughout the day. I always have mine on my desk, one of these desks in here, and so I always see it. It's that placeholder in my mind, and I keep all my planning supplies in one place. And the Mod Ambition planner, again, it's all on the side here in the acrylic and bamboo box. And so if you have like a planner, like a supply bag, that could be helpful that you keep with it so you're not searching for things. All these things are just going to make it easy and fun. So number 2, to actually use your planner, I want you to use a planner that works for you and is flexible. And what I mean by that is don't just use a planner that you saw works for somebody else. Make sure that it fits your life, your planning style, and flexibility, like giving you options. So let's say if you skip a week, you can still, plan the day or whatever the case may be. It doesn't mean you have to stick to the same thing. That way you just don't give up because you missed a few days, right? So here's what I mean by that. Here's what works for me. Undated pages in my planner. That way I don't waste any pages if I do happen to miss a day, and I don't feel like, oh, well, there goes that. All types of planning options. So in the Mod Ambition planner, it was important for me to include quarterly, monthly, weekly, and daily planning because all of those bleed into each other. It's hard to write all the things, especially if you're busy or have a side hustle, all your daily things on the week and all your weekly things in the month. So it helps to have things, all those options, and using larger pages helps you be more flexible because you don't have to feel like you have to write so tiny, which was important for me when designing this planner, and I've heard that from a lot of planning folks as well. And then number 3, the last thing I want you to do, help you use your planner consistently, is track your planner use. Using your planner consistently is a habit, and tracking your habits has been shown to help solidify them. So you can download something I made for you guys, the free planner habit tracker. Let's see if this is, I'm gonna go over it with you guys. There's a link below if you want to download it. And basically what this tracker is going to do is help you solidify the habit of using your planner. So let me just go through. At the top, you're going to write out your planning routine. When are you going to be planning? Is it going to be weekly? Is it going to be daily? When are you going to do it? Is it going to be on Sundays? For daily planning, is it going to be at the end of your work day? Maybe you're going to write down what's your planning routine that you want to get into, so you can name it and know what your goal is when it comes to planning consistently. And then for 6 weeks here, you're going to track, did you use your planner during that day? Did you look at your planner? Did you plan for the next day? And if you did, you're going to put a check mark. If you didn't, you can leave it blank or put an X, and that's just going to help you keep track of how consistent you're being and then help you form the habit. And when you don't plan a day or a week or whatever you decide, what you're going to do is note what got in the way, what stopped you from being able to plan that day or that week or that month. And hopefully you'll learn tactics to address the things that are getting in the way of you planning. So that's another brilliant thing. And I have all that on here for you. So you have a note section to write down any notes you want. And on the bottom of this tracker, you're going to write what worked for you. So what is helping you stay consistent? And then in the bottom box here, what didn't work? What's getting in the way? So that's going to help you be more conscious about your planning routine and hopefully help you build the habit of using your planner consistently so you can live a more intentional life, so you can live a life that you have designed, not a life that's living you. So that's it. Those are my tips on how to actually use your planner consistently. I would love to end this episode by offering an intention for you this week. May your plans be grand and your life feel easy and stress-free. If you like this episode, please follow the podcast or subscribe to my channel. And until next time, namaste.